Hi guys, I'm so excited about today's video because I ordered this stuff so long ago and it took almost 2 weeks to get here. This is a Colourpop video. I can't remember last time I did a Colourpop video, but I wanted to try their pretty fresh products. I didn't get the primer, but I got, the Tinted Moisturizer, I got the setting mist, and the sponge. I didn't get the primer because I just don't use primers, and I think there was an ingredient in the primer that I don't agree with. I can't remember what it was though. But Colourpop is a vegan, cruelty-free brand that is very affordable and cute, and I've liked a lot of their products, but I've also not liked some of their stuff, like their first foundation. I hated it. I'm more, as you guys probably know, more of a tinted moisturizer, light coverage person, so I was really excited when I saw this was coming out. I had it on my calendar, ordered the day it's released. I'm so excited. My skin has been breaking out really bad, so we're gonna kind of ignore that today because most of the time it's not like this. What did I buy? So, I got the sponge. The sponge was $7, which is a pretty average price. I think the Real Techniques one's $6. It's latex free. It's a cute little peach color, and it's the softest. Like, this is as soft as the Real Beauty Blender, but look how tiny it is. It's so small. I didn't get it wet yet, obviously. I wanted to show it to you dry, but like, it's so cute and it's so soft. When I use the tinted moisturizer today, I'm going to do half with my hands and half with the sponge. It does say you could use a brush for more coverage, but I don't want more coverage, and I can't remember the last time I used a brush for my makeup. That's what we're going to do. I do feel like I'm going to like the sponge. If I don't like anything else, the sponge will be doing good. Now for the tinted moisturizer, which was like the main thing. A pretty fresh tinted moisturizer. It's a hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer, oil-free, gluten-free, paraben-free. The ingredients seemed pretty good to me. They have, how many shades? 24 shades, which is pretty good for a tinted moisturizer if I'm being honest. But I do have to say, when you look at the 24 shades, there's not enough deep to dark. Deep and dark, it looked like there was some, but just not enough in my opinion. There was like 2 rows that looked very similar, and then no, like, I don't know. I think they could still do it better. I think I got the 5th shade, which is Light 5N, which is neutral for very light skin tones. I did open this up and it looks a teeny bit dark. It is a tube that has a pump, kind of like the cosmetics one. So I did apply it to my hand yesterday because I just could not wait, and it felt smooth. It felt nice, but it took a while to blend it in. Like, it wasn't the kind of thing that you can just like pop on, blend it in, and you're done. Like the one from Glossier that I love. This one I feel like it's gonna take longer to blend in. Maybe it'll work better with the sponge. This also has 1.45 fluid ounces for $14. That's a really good amount for $14. But look how dark that looks. Doesn't it look dark? It doesn't look neutral to me either. It does have a paint-like smell, which I don't like, but I think that means it doesn't have fragrance in it. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but I think that's usually what that would mean. It has apple fruit extract, coconut fruit juice, coconut water. If you're allergic to coconut or don't like that in your products, you're not gonna like this. Let me just tell you that right now. Next up is what I bought, is a setting spray, which I was very excited about because I have a hard time finding a setting spray that works for me that doesn't have denatured alcohol in it. Everything has denatured alcohol in it. And this, when I saw it said hyaluronic acid setting mist, I thought, well, there's no way they're gonna put denatured alcohol in that, right? Because it's hydrating. And it doesn't have denatured alcohol. It does have fragrance, which is a bummer. Anytime you have fragrance on your skin, it's not great for your skin. So I am bummed about that, but it's pretty low on the list. Now mine did leak. If you can see that, mine leaked in the box. But you know, what are you gonna do? This is $12 and you get 3.72 ounces. How cute is that? I love the color. I love the milkiness of it. It does say to shake it first before you use it. It has a coconut smell to it. So that's definitely the fragrance. Like, it's a pretty strong coconut smell. I do have to be honest. If you don't like that, you're not gonna like this. It's a microfine mist, and I tried it yesterday. It is microfine. It's supposed to add a dewy look or a refresh powdery look. Shake well and spray 6 to 8 inches away from the skin. So I am moisturized as of about half hour ago. I'm going to wet my sponge and use that first, and then we're gonna go in with my hands on the other side. My sponge is nice and damp. Now I know my skin is really bad at the moment, but this is still gonna be light coverage. Like, we're not gonna be like, oh, your skin looks bad, so the foundation is bad or whatever. I think you guys know how it works. But like I said, did I mention this? I saw a video where someone really didn't like this, and it didn't look great on her. So now I'm like all freaking out, like, oh my god, what if I hate it? I hope I don't hate it. But so what I'm gonna do is take one pump, about a half a pump actually. A lot comes out. It's pretty liquidy, I'd say. Like, not super, but like you could see if I left it like this, it would start to drip a bit. It looks a little dark, doesn't it? I just don't want it to cling. That's like my biggest thing. If it clings to dryness, I'm gonna have an issue because I always have dryness on my skin. Actually, it looks pretty good. Now the forehead is where I'm having a lot of spots right now, so let's see how that does. I definitely think that this sponge is picking up some excess product, which I don't mind. I actually prefer that. I think it makes everything look better. I think it looks good. I mean, it's definitely not a lot of coverage. Like, if you want more coverage in this, this isn't going to be for you. But, like, when people want more coverage, don't buy a tinted moisturizer because it's not going to have a lot of coverage. You can see the difference, right? Like, look at this side of my skin. It's definitely a dewy, like, natural finish for sure. I love the sponge already. I'm obsessed with it. I get the feeling that I'm going to use my hands for this side and then go back with the sponge to kind of even things out. So you can obviously still see all my discoloration through here, but you can just see the difference, right? Like, it's not just me. I'm looking at the viewfinder and I can see a difference, right? It's not just me. Okay. It feels almost like, I don't know. It's definitely like dragging. Like when you use your hands, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a weird texture. It's like kind of hard to rub in. It's clinging more with my hands where I applied that. And it's harder to rub it. Like this is taking so long. It's like dragging. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It just doesn't look good on this side. Do you see the difference there? Do you see how this one just looks like blurred and that looks like not? How much better does this side look? Now I'm gonna wipe my hand off because I can see the product on my, it's like so weird. Okay, I'm gonna use the sponge. I already knew the sponge was gonna be better. I do like having a product that I don't need a sponge for because it's faster. You don't have to go wet a sponge. But if I do have like time to get ready, I do love using a sponge with a product that has a bit more coverage. Like this is more coverage than Glossier Skin Tint, but it's still like with super light coverage. Like you can see all my redness. It's not feeling like tacky or, you know, sticky or too dewy. It's not clinging around my nose. It's clinging right here. I have 2 scars and it's clinging pretty bad to them, but they're like bad scars. So what I'm gonna do now is actually take a tiny bit more and apply it to these areas where I'm more red and see if I can build it up or if it gets like weird. I know there's some tinted moisturizers that like if you build it up nothing happens, and then some get really gross and weird. So that's what I'm gonna do just to see if I would have to pull in a concealer. I'm gonna put it under my eyes too. I actually think the color ended up being fine. It looks like it's just like not doing anything, to be honest. That's what you're gonna get. Like if you keep building, nothing's gonna happen. Feels nice though. Like I don't feel like I have a ton of product on my face, you know? It doesn't look drier or cakey or anything now that I did another layer, and it's not looking like what I just put under my eyes isn't looking dry, but you can see it, my under eyes are still super dark. I think it's not great at covering redness, but if you just kind of have like a little unevenness, I like it. I actually really like it a lot. If you apply it with your fingers, you're not gonna like it. Like I really don't think you're gonna like it, but it doesn't feel dewy to me. It just feels natural. So maybe I'll do one mist now, and then I'll do the rest of my makeup and then do another one at the end. And we're gonna hold it 8 inches. Ugh, I don't even know. Well, I couldn't even feel that. There we go. Feels like I shouldn't be spraying this on my face because it's so strong of a smell. That was a nice mist though. I do enjoy the mist on it. It's not like a spray. I also got a lip liner just to get free shipping, just so I thought I'd mention it. This is the Lippie Pencil in the shade Oh Snap. It's like a mauvey pink. I'll probably use this today. So let me just do the rest of my makeup and we'll come back. I'll tell you how things went on top of it. I think I'm going to use my Colourpop, those sticks. What are they? Those face sticks. That's the last Colourpop video I did. And it's not really sunny out today, but I will try to get some footage or a photo in natural-ish light, even though it's not really sunny. I'm back. Let's take our last little mist, shake it up. I mean, it smells like the coconut smell of sunscreen, and like it's weird to be spraying that on your face. I mean, the fragrance is definitely bothering me. Hope that doesn't make me break out. I feel like I sprayed it in my eye. Oh dear. Work yourself out. Okay, I don't know. In this light, my like filming light, it looks like it matches my neck. But in my light where I usually do my makeup, it looks like teensy bit dark. Like nothing that anyone would really notice unless you're like looking super, super, super close. I definitely think this color, like, look at that though. Like, is this not really the product though in here? No, it's not. See, I don't like that. I wish that this, what you're seeing right here, this is not the product. This is a cover. In here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Can I like zoom in on this so you can see? This is a cover. You can see right here the actual product is lighter. Do you see that? I wish what you were seeing here was the product. Because this looks darker than the color. Look at that. That looks way darker. That's very misleading. I don't like that. Everything applied pretty well. I did a very light thing, so I don't even know if the camera's picking up what I put on. But I use all cream products because the texture of this, like I said, even though it's like set and it doesn't feel tacky, I do think cream products would go with this better than powder. I don't know if this is really like, it's calling a setting mist, but like I feel like it's just like a hydrating mist. I don't know that this is really gonna set anything. I just went with my magnifying mirror and looked super up close. This side that I applied originally with the beauty blender, or with the sponge I mean, over this side looks way better, so I wouldn't even use my fingers with this ever again. Yeah, I love the sponge. I like the setting spray, but the fragrance is turning me off. Like, I'm gonna give this setting spray, I can already tell you whether it holds in my makeup or not. I'm giving the setting spray like a C average because of the fragrance. Like, if it did not have the fragrance in it, I'd love it. I don't know why brands have to continue to put fragrance in everything. It's so frustrating to me. Sponge, 100% A+. I love the sponge. And this I'm still like in the middle of the road on. I don't think it's the best tinted moisturizer I've ever tried. Right now for this I'm at like a B-, I'd say. I'm gonna try to put in some natural light footage right now, and then we will check back. My skin, I've been wearing this for about 2 hours now, and it looks the same. My skin looks so bad. Like, not because of the product, just because my skin is like freaking out at the moment. It's not making me break out more than I was before. I think it's sticking around. Like, it feels like I have something on my face. It doesn't feel like makeup. Have you ever worn an overnight sleeping mask? Like the kind that's like a moisturizing mask for overnight? That's kind of what it feels like. Not heavy, but just like moist. Oh, I'm sorry. I know people hate that word, but I think it looks good for how bad my skin is right now. Yeah, it's just very hydrating. Like, it's still not clinging except for to these 2 scars. So right now I'm gonna stick with my B-. I think I might boost it up to like a B+. It's definitely not my favorite product in the world. I do like it. That's my update for 2 hours in. So I've had this on for 6-7 hours, and I don't know, I need to look closer in my mirror. I think it definitely looks a little bit shiny, not in like a greasy or oily way at all, but I think if you have oily skin, you're not gonna like it. Like, it looked old around my nose. I don't think it made me break out at all. I don't think that the spray did anything, to be honest. Like, maybe it has hyaluronic acid in it, maybe it didn't dry me out. I feel like that spray might be something I would use if I was using something with a powder and it looked powdery or like dry throughout the day. I don't look dry right now though. I would not buy the spray again. It smells good, but I just don't want fragrance in my spray. I will use the Tinted Moisturizer again. I do like it. Definitely only would use it with a sponge. I don't think I would purchase this again though, to be honest. Like, I just like the one from Glossier so much better. I like most of the things about it. I'm gonna give the tinted foundation a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna give the spray a 2 out of 5, and I'm gonna give the sponge a 5 out of 5. The sponge, I love the sponge 100%. If I'm buying anything from Fourth Ray, from Soul Body, or Colourpop, all like the sister brands, and I needed to get free shipping, I'm gonna buy that sponge as like my extra thing to get up to free shipping, because that sponge is amazing. I love it. Like, that's my favorite thing. I'm not as excited as I was about this, like, for the fact that I logged on when this went on within like 20 minutes of when it went live. Like, that's how bad I wanted it. I'm disappointed from that level, but I'm not like disappointed overall in the world of tinted moisturizers. But that's my review for this. I hope I gave you all my opinions properly. And yeah, I will link everything down below. And if you have any questions, please leave them in a comment and I will try to get back to you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to subscribe to see more reviews and such from me in the future. Bye!